film sucks. Indie film sucks. It's the Indie Film Sucks podcast. Yeah.
Coming at you from the mean streets of St. Louis, from a basement on South Broadway, the Indie Film Sucks podcast. Because indie film, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Another day older, another day deeper in debt. That's old, was that Tennessee Ernie Ford or something like that? Yeah, he summed it up.
My soul to the company store.
He summed it up fairly well, didn't he?
Yep, 16 tons.
Yep. That's about the weight of the world, honestly, ain't it, brother? No. Come on, we jest.
We do.
We jest for sure. Hey, welcome to the Indie Film Sucks podcast. My name's Mackie. This is my partner in crime, Grega, over here in the middle seat. We are missing Brittany, tonight, and old Brock Roberts. Both on assignments, but send you their love tonight. So we're going to fly with just the duo tonight. If this is your first time listening, first of all, thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Tell a friend. But we're the independent podcast for independent filmmakers.
We are.
Talk about the highs, the lows, and the
in-betweens.
Of
true
independent filmmaking. So, we just try to tell our story, talk about certain things, have guests on. Check out indiefilmsucks.com if you would. If you're looking to have a movie reviewed, it's a good place to go. We do movie reviews. You can fill out a form there, and if you got a movie you want to review, a feature-length film, we'd be happy to take a look at it. And if you
if we like it enough.
Thank you. I was going to say that, but I didn't know where to go. Thanks for bailing me out.
If it is
fair enough.
And we get a lot of films, but if it's the creme de la creme, we'll have it on the show. We'll review it. Just like Siskel and Ebert, except not nearly as good.
Yeah, so check that out, or check out our podcast where you can see where we've interviewed reviewed other films on the podcast. And then if it's good enough and you interact with us a little bit, there's a chance you can even be on the show, which is what we really like, talking to other filmmakers that are in basically the same situation we are. It's the one thing we're amazed with is the world is so big yet so small, and
we're all in the same boat.
Yeah, independent film is hard, but it's a passion we all love. Okay, it's enough of that. What's on the docket tonight, Greg? What do you got for us? Want to spin the wheel? The wheel of ideas? We don't have a wheel. For you listening at home.
No, what do we have here? I'll tell you what I was thinking about.
What's that?
So we had someone reach out to us, as we do all the time, as I'm sure a lot of filmmakers do all the time, about, hey, they love our podcast. Our podcast is fire. Boy, we would love to help you grow your channel. We'd love to help you grow your viewership.
Okay.
And I replied with, okay, our budget is $0.00. What can you do with that? And surprisingly enough, they came back with something. They said, well, here's our packages you can choose from.
Oh, so he was marketing his thing to help us market our thing
with
no money.
Yes.
Was there prices included in that?
There were prices included in that. So for $15, you could get 50 views on your channel.
Oh, views. I didn't hear that part. So
views.
What does that mean? Did you dive into that a little bit?
We had a little bit of back and forth, but essentially it's a I don't know if it's not legitimate. It could be the most legitimate thing in the world. However, it seems like to me, because if you pay $250, you get, 3,000 views or something like that, or maybe even more. I don't know. But it seems like it's a view farming scheme.
I was going to ask, where are the views coming from?
Where I think they're coming from, no joke, is a small room that has about 250 iPhones in it, and theoretically you pay this person and then they just hit watch on all those phones to jack up the views on your videos.
So they're manufactured. There wasn't a marketing plan behind it. I know you didn't pursue it too terribly much.
I don't know. Okay, I could be wrong. Yeah. Right? I could be completely wrong. This person could be 100% legitimate, and they are watching your stuff
and going, "You're really good. I want to support you."
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're telling 3,000 of their closest friends to watch your stuff.
And they're doing the grind work for you that we're trying to do every day.
Yeah.
And they got a plan. But if you pay them $250, then all of a sudden magically you're going to get 3,000 views.
Yeah, or whatever it is.
Well, yeah, because I'm always interested in, because there is some that they're manufactured views. People use it all the time. There's gaming and there's systems around it. Anything electronic, or you can manipulate it.
Yeah.
In order to have things look better than they really are.
Absolutely.
So we haven't looked at anything like that. So
No,
I was surprised.
You can see how low our numbers are.
Well, no, because I've seen marketing things before and saying like, "Hey, I can help you market your podcast by doing this." Right? I'm a social media person, and for $500 a month, I'll put 5 posts on 2 different channels. Right? I've seen things like that. I've never seen anything like that, but I know it exists.
Yeah, because I see some films, that you've never heard of. Like, we have 2 million views. And maybe it is legit.
You just wonder.
Man, because, some things, it's like World War II tanks. Okay, a lot of people are into World War II. A lot of people are into tanks. So I think legitimately a few million people are clicking on World War II tanks. But your no name, no budget, no actors, $10,000 slasher movie that nobody reasonably has heard of suddenly has 2 million views.
Yeah.
I'm like,
See, I think that's
is it real?
Well, that's the crazy thing about being in our position is you're already wearing enough hats making the film.
Yeah.
Right? So now you got to flip to that other side of things, and I think it's just as how do you say it? Predatory? People preying on you.
Yeah.
In that field too, because everybody's hawking a scheme, everybody's hawking a plan. Like, hey, you want to make movies? It's like, buy my book on how to make movies.
Yeah.
Or get my five series, a DVD set or something like that. So I think people are just preying on folks that could be legit, right? I don't know this guy. I don't know anything about it, but it could be legit, and we'll put that out as a disclaimer. If it is, kudos. We should look into it. But generally, what I'm thinking is people are just trying to market people that are like us, low budget. $250 doesn't seem like a lot of money, but even if it was real, what's it get us?
I don't know, because it falsely inflates your numbers, and does it matter?
Yeah.
I don't know, because if you get 1 million views and let's say 900,000 of them are just BS, but if that allows you to monetize your channel, is it worth it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, because it's not, you would have to continuously pay for that because you don't naturally have that, right? It's not organic.
No.
So how do you keep it up? So if you don't have a sustainable channel, you don't have sustainable content, and you're constantly not doing that, what do you just keep paying for those?
That's what I would guess, because all of a sudden you have this incredible bump, and then maybe that pushes you further up in the algorithm, then other people can find it. I guess.
Maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's the idea behind it, because you're right. Because I was looking at the check mark. Now, they used to do the blue check mark.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that you can pay for it now.
Yeah.
Because I've seen more people that I'm like, how did they get a verification? Well, it's and there's packages.
Yeah.
I was like, what is it? I wonder if that helps people. And I've talked to a few people and just go, you know what? It for the people that don't know, they still think that blue check mark means verified by Facebook, like you're the real deal.
Sure.
And it does, for a little bit, make them more credible because of the blue check mark. If you don't know, or I had no idea it was paid for.
Yeah,
and
I'm like, paid for.
And it is not cheap.
No.
It's like, for one package, the middle package is like $50 a month.
Yeah.
And you can do things with it, but I think you have to be actively on social media.
I mean, just think, man, how far we as a society have fallen. Because when we were kids, right, we had, before cable, we had 3, maybe 4 channels on the outside, and commercials, and when you saw the show, you watched it, or you didn't get to see it, or maybe when I was young, that's when VCRs came in the bean, and you could tape the shows. But now we're living in this world where we pay to have our channels, and then we still have to watch commercials.
Yes.
Or you can pay more to not get commercials. It's like, I'm a YouTube Premium member, so I can not have commercials.
Right. And then what's the next thing when they figure out how to get you there so you have to pay more?
Yeah.
Separate yourself out a little bit further,
Yeah,
Greg. Be the super premium member.
I mean, it's so depressing.
It is.
It's so depressing where we're at.
And it's flooded into, and the more things you have out there like us, Indie Film Sucks, we got 88mm, we got IndieFilmSucks.com, the more information floods into us that we have to separate out. Even when you have an email address now, or look at your phone and trying to fight spam off.
Oh, yeah.
And all the people kind of hitting you up. If you apply for a credit card, God forbid, holy crap, all of a sudden they get you on a list and you're getting target marketed.
Yeah.
Which I think is a key term here. You're getting target marketed by somebody who's pressing their things. So I wonder how many that went out to. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't know this person.
Who knows? Who knows, man? I mean, it's
a numbers
everything.
game.
It is a numbers game. Well, it's like, for instance, I'm looking at something on Facebook, and I'm from St. Louis, so I like looking at old St. Louis photographs, right? You know, like Union Station in 1903. Oh, that's interesting. But I made a mistake of clicking on something that was actually Kansas City. I don't give a damn about Kansas City. No offense.
We love you, Kansas City.
Yeah. But, except for the 1985 World Series, but we're not going to get into that. Anyway, point is, so then I get a bunch of old pictures of Kansas City.
Yes.
I don't give a shit about that. But because I clicked on it,
Once.
because I thought it was something, then I get inundated with that.
And I also think it knows how long you stay on it, like on a page, and that's
Yeah.
why they say wait to the end. Wait to the end.
Oh, sure.
The end's going to be great and then all of a sudden you get 5,000 things about it. And that's why I try not to do like my grocery shopping and stuff on there or research things.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden I'm getting ads about certain things.
Yeah.
Getting back to film, though, we get a lot of film related things for people that want to help us out.
Yes.
Or support us in our marketing things. And
Yes.
good for them for being forward and trying to, but it's a scary world because you don't know what's real. Because AI is infecting us, right?
Absolutely.
You don't know what's real out there on the internet anymore. And so
No.
when somebody generally says something or is really maybe truly trying to help you or trying to boost you, you don't trust that.
No. We get at least, so we have several different emails that are related to Indie Film Sucks and 88mm. Every day.
Yep.
You check the spam and there's 6 more. Oh, we can help you marketing. Oh, we can help with your next film. Oh, we can do no, you can't. No, you're lying. You are lying. You are a scammer. You are a Nigerian prince.
Possibly, yes.
Thank you for your interest, but no, thank you.
So let me flip that then. So they figured out how to break into us by hitting on keywords, and that automatically goes there.
Yeah.
So how do we figure out how to break into people we want to see our stuff? That's the $1 million question.
That
Because
is.
if we flip this around, they're doing it.
Yes.
Somebody took the opportunity, however they found our page, and said, here's an opportunity for me to maybe legitimately help somebody. Didn't seem real to me, but they got to us. And now
Yeah.
we're talking about it. But I'm also looking at the emails we get because you know that person paid somewhere along the line. He's got a marketing person that paid somebody that said, if it says film production company, whatever his keywords
Sure.
are, that email's going to us.
Yes.
Because our name's on a list somewhere because of something we clicked.
Yes.
Right? The clickbait or something else, because that clickbait, all it does is I'll give permission to the person who owns the website to own a piece of your information.
Absolutely.
And then they gather all those millions of things on a list and somebody buys it. And then bam, there goes your target marketing.
Correct.
How do we get our stuff out there?
I don't know.
And and even if you are out there, how do you make it legit?
I don't know.
So who's the dummy? This guy that hit us up? Or because he knows how to do it.
Sure, but he's not getting any money.
No, but it's people get scammed every day.
They do.
The scammers would out of business if people actually knew they were scams.
Oh, sure. I mean, it's the same thing with our website builder. I get a couple emails at least a week saying, "Oh, your site has this fatal flaw that has to be corrected," and you can always tell. Well, first of all, it's normally the email address is website builder@gmail.com. Like, you're not going to use Gmail for that.
Right. You hover over it. There's tricks to try to sort that out.
But man, everything in life, people are out to part you from your money. But film, there are so many things that, you just kind of walk by without thinking about. But yeah, there's a lot of scammers that, like, as soon as you form an LLC, you're going to get a ton of junk mail for your business.
That's
happened multiple times for various films.
And we talk about the negative side of it, but is that the way to do? Is that what you have to do in today's world to get noticed?
I don't know.
Is that one way to get noticed? Because how do you do it? We always talk about breaking out of the bubble, breaking out of your 200 friend Facebook clique and throwing out grandma and mom with the picture, right? Because that's how you build your. It's like people who sell insurance. They say sell insurance. Who do you sell it to first? Your mom, your dad, your relatives.
Sure.
Then you go to your close friends.
Yeah.
And then give me 3 references.
Yeah.
Every time you sell something, right? And eventually you're going to break out of that bubble, and it's going to be like the pyramid scheme, where eventually you don't know some of the people, but it all started from the first person.
Yes.
Okay. That's how how do you break out of that clique?
I don't know.
And that's one way.
It is a way. And, because I think most people in film, myself included, but most people, they don't want to be scumbag bottom feeders. They want to be legit filmmakers. I think everyone, kind of pictures themselves, well, someday I'll be at the Academy Awards, and most of us won't be.
Right.
But I don't think anyone, unless you're just a real piece of shit, who starts out in film and says, I want to be a scumbag distributor that rips people off.
Right.
Right?
No.
I don't think most people start there. They might end up there because it's a way to make money. But I think most people want to be legitimate. They want to be seen as legitimate.
Right.
So, who wants to be sort of the bottom feeder scam artist?
No, I agree with you.
But there are plenty of people who do that.
Well, they end up there because they skirt the lines of legality because laws don't cover that.
Yeah.
So what they do is not illegal per se, but it's skirting the lines of because it's not regulated.
Yes.
And that's something that if you want to change the laws, you have to fight for that. But that's why they end up there.
There are so many things that are illegal. Like it's illegal to pirate movies.
No.
But they're still pirated, right?
Yes.
And I had this argument with one guy. He was all upset. Oh, my stuff is out there. It's in Bangladesh. Like, dude, that's everybody. Everybody gets their shit pirated.
Yeah.
Like, you are not exceptional if your film gets pirated. Matter of fact, if your film doesn't get pirated,
you should start worrying.
Yeah. Get out. What did I do wrong?
Get out of the business. How come I'm not wanted?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm the biggest turd of all the turds.
Yeah.
You win an award. This year's unpirated movie goes to. I agree with you. And it's hard to control because it moves faster than the laws and the regulators, and you got to pick and choose, and you need somebody to come out to try to drive that. But it takes time, money, for sure, to fight this.
Yeah.
And it's got to be worth a cause because who's it affected? It's affecting the little guy.
Yeah.
Right? The little guy's losing money, and a bunch of little guys are losing money.
Nobody cares about the little guy losing money,
exactly.
except for the little guys themselves.
It's hard, and there's a lot of little guys that are fighting it, and maybe they're getting their stuff pulled down from certain things, but you're never going to be... Once the genie's out of the bottle, you're never going to be able to stuff it back in, or the toothpaste, they say. That's what's tough. That's all part of being a filmmaker at this level and trying to understand how to get exposed. What I want for our film company... Get exposure. Yeah, not exposed, but expose the criminals, I suppose. But getting exposure to your stuff.
Yes, you want eyes on your stuff.
That's exactly, and what I want for our company and our little movies and Red Knighted Skies or any of the other films that we've done is I want as many people to be able to see it that feel like they clicked on something because they were looking for a genre and our movie shows up and they happen to click on our movie and enjoy it. There's enough people in the world that if you had it out there, but problem is we're in a sea of 1,000,000 other people, and how do you get and that's what everybody's fighting for.
Yes.
And I think that's where the target marketing or this or that or...
That's where these little cottage industries come from, where I can get you
Yes.
10,000 views.
Yes, and that's if you circle back to that, that's where these little people popped up because they're trying to fill a need.
Yeah.
Because they figured out how to manipulate a market in order to try to get pseudo views, and now it's not 1 million views. You got to have 10 million views to even be relevant. I don't know what the number is anymore, but it's like, man, people are getting 1 billion views if you're like Taylor Swift and stuff. She didn't have to do anything. You just click, bam. But we talked about this is in order to get the followers, the real followers, right? That's where your base is built. And how do you get enough of those? You don't need to have those fake views if you can build your base up. But
by having quality content like the Indie Film Sucks podcast.
My gosh, tonight this was a riveting conversation about the pitfalls.
Yes.
Of owning a business, having a .com, or just being out there on social media about avoiding the scammers. But I don't know, Grega, what do you do?
Yeah. If I had the answer to that question, then I would bottle it and sell it.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I just, you warn people to avoid certain things, and there's no quick rich schemes. Even for the distributor we have, it's you can't publish in magazines anymore. That doesn't do anything.
No.
Billboards. No. That doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? It's just like, where do you go? Maybe that's a topic for the next podcast.
Maybe it is.
Maybe we talk about marketing. And what to do with that part of it, because that's an underutilized thing. So I don't know. We'll wrap this one up, or
let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
I don't know if we talked about a lot tonight. We kind of just hammered on one narrow.
It was narrow, but I think it's important that it's there's I don't know. There's things out there you don't know if they're real. AI is kind of confusing, so you don't trust things anymore. And does it take a check mark or a fake number of views or likes or whatever you're trying to create in order to try to get yourself out there? I don't know, but it's for another topic, for another conversation. All I know is, guess how many subscribers we have?
By the time this airs, who knows how many we'll have? How many real ones we'll have, anyways?
At least 200.
At least 200.
At least 200. So, hey, if you like what we're talking about, and I'm not talking about this episode.
No.
I'm talking about past episodes.
Yeah.
Future episodes.
Yes.
But if you like what we're talking about here, tell a friend, tell them to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It does help. The numbers do help if you subscribe.
They absolutely do.
And it does. So, but just be genuine. If you really do like it, let us know. Drop a comment to us. Tell us if you want us to talk about something besides getting possibly scammed, fake check marks and other things. Let us know. We'd love to have ideas to discuss on the show. I don't know if we talked about any highs. Talking about a lot of in-betweens.
Yeah.
And there are some lows always.
A
bunch of lows. Absolutely.
On what?
Indie Film Sucks podcast.
Brought to you by who?
88mm Films.
And you can find us where?
IndieFilmSucks.com. Not bad.
And Instagram.
And Facebook. Like and subscribe. But Chris and Grega. Hey, Mackie and Grega are out. So...
Good night.
Cheers.
Indie Film Sucks. Indie Film Sucks. It's the Indie Film Sucks podcast.